Now for this problem, we need to find the exact value of the following expression. And we are given that cosine of 45 degrees minus 30 degrees. So what does this equal here? Now there's a couple different ways that you can simplify down this problem. Now first off, this is one of the sum and difference formulas that are typically involved in trig, a pre-calc class, something like that. So you're doing the difference formula. Now, the difference formula for cosine, so we have cosine 45 minus 30. So that means that we are looking at the cosine of u minus v. Now, cosine u minus v is equal to cosine u times cosine v plus sine u times sine v is what that formula is. So cosine u times cosine v plus sine u times sine v here. So that means 45 is going to be our u, 30 is going to be our v. So when we plug this in, cosine of 45 minus 30, that is going to look like cosine of 45, cosine of 30, plus sine of 45 times sine of 30. Now, if you are a student in a math class and you are allowed to use a scientific calculator as you're working through this problem, that does make your life a lot easier. If you are allowed to use a scientific calculator here, you can simply plug in cosine of 45 minus 30. Do make sure that your calculator is in degree mode. Go ahead and push enter on that, and it is going to give you the correct solution for that. Now, a lot of the times you are not allowed to use calculators on problems like this, which means if that is the case, you are going to need to resort to your unit circle or actually mapping out what each one of these is equal to. Now, I like using my unit circle. Just go to 45 degrees on your unit circle. Keep in mind cosine is equal to the x value. Cosine of 45 is a square root of 2 over 2. Cosine of 30 is square root of 3 over 2. And we're going to add that with sine of 45, which is square root of 2 over 2, times sine 30, which is a 1/2. Now, calculating this, again, multiply those numerators together. That 2 times that 3 gives us a square root of 6. Over that 2 times 2 is a 4. Plus square root of 2 times a 1 is just a square root of 2. Over that 2 times 2, which is a 4. Thankfully, we do have common denominators, so just join those common denominators together. Add up your numerators, square root of 6 plus square root of 2. You can't add radicals unless they are the same radicand, which these are not. 6 is not the same as 2. So just drop that down. That is your solution.